Just finished work. Gonna go home now. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't feel very good this morning. I had a bad sleep because I actually went to a bar with Aram last night and we just sort of talked about life in general. He told me there's this lemonade drink that is really good, supposedly. There's this lemonade alcohol drink. You should try it out, Bob. So that's what I did. I went with Aram to the bar. And when we got there, the bartender told us it's no longer on tap. They ran out or something. So we basically drank from a can. It wasn't that good. It was not that good. It was okay. Maybe because I'm not an alcoholic and I don't really know how to enjoy alcohol, but it's all right. You can barely taste the alcohol, which is good. I don't want to taste the alcohol. Alcohol tastes horrible. But yeah, it wasn't that good. And but that's not the point. We basically talked about life, and it kind of makes me sad. It makes me sad because I realized what's going to happen. And I know I probably shouldn't air out other people's laundry, air out other people's dirty laundry. But let's just say that things are not really working out between him and my sister, and he's going back to the Netherlands. Oh shit, I probably shouldn't say that, but yeah, it makes me feel really sad for some reason. Because it happened before. This sort of stuff happened before when you... I don't know if you guys who have sister can relate to this, but when your sister gets a boyfriend and you become close to her boyfriend, it's kind of sad when they break up. And I know I shouldn't be telling other people's personal secrets, but when we were in high school, my sister had a boyfriend and we were really close, like family. You know, we go over to their family during Christmas. I sort of hung out with them. We did everything together. I've always been included in that sense. I've always been very close to my sister's boyfriend, and I don't know why. I don't know, like maybe it's me. We sort of talked about this last night as well, Aram and I. He asked me, well, he told me that he doesn't feel like a father. But, you know, like, if he were to stay with my sister long term, it's going to end up in marriage. And Aram told me he just doesn't feel like a father. Maybe that's not right for him. That's what he told me. And I said back to him, I said, I've always felt like a father even though I don't have children. And he was very surprised at this comment. He asked me, how can you feel like a father if you don't have children? And I told him, you can be a father in different ways. You don't have to have children. And we just sort of talked back and forth about this idea. But I guess it's easy for me to say that. It's very freaking easy for me to say that because I have both parents who are still married. They're still together. And it's just I don't know, like I feel like it's something that's meant to be. It's just something that is natural. Like eventually, doesn't matter how long it will take, eventually, you know, a person will get married. And well, for me, I think in my head, it doesn't matter how long it takes, eventually I know I will get married and I will have children. That's why I feel like a father, because I've seen it in my family. I've seen it happening in my family. That's just normal in our family, you know. You get married, you stay with the same woman for the rest of your life. Like my grandparents, they died. They have all of these children, many children. I don't know, man. I think about my sister's ex-boyfriend, her first boyfriend, and how close we were. Even after they broke up, we still sort of talked to each other. We still kept in touch. And I know I probably shouldn't say this, but when I had my suicide attempt, he actually reached out to me, and we talked a little bit. So there was like forward and backwards communication, even though they obviously broke up and their family is no longer in our lives anymore. But like I still talk to him. But then I think he got a new girlfriend, and maybe that girlfriend told him to cut off contact with our family or something. And that's what he did. I found out from a mutual friend of ours that he has blocked our family and some of her and his mutual friends. So that's how I know. I didn't know that. I just thought he went silent for a little while. I couldn't find his profile on the internet anymore, but I didn't think much about it. I thought maybe he's busy now. That's how people exit your life. They become busy. They have new priorities. Maybe they have a family of their own. They need to take care of that. But I didn't realize he has to block us. And I don't want to think too much ahead about this, but I know that once they break up, Aram, like as close as I am with him now, eventually it's gonna be like this. We're gonna grow apart. It's sad. Goodbyes are never meant to be easy. But I just need to accept it. It's a part of life. Like, people change. That's meant to happen. Unless you two really want to keep in contact with each other, eventually, the distance will force you apart. And that's why I think about my girlfriend as well. As much as I'm in love with her, like it's really freaking hard, like I'm very in love with her, don't get me wrong. And I want to be near her, but she's in Vietnam and I'm in Australia right now. And I'm not gonna lie, the past couple of days, a couple of things have happened, and which makes her sad, which then made me sad. And then after last night, talking to Aram and him feeling uncertain about his own life, when you're surrounded by people who feel down, you feel down as well. Like you feel with them. It's not necessarily wrong to be like that. I think it's just a human condition. I'm just wired that way. When people feel bad, I feel bad. I guess you're gonna say I'm an empath. That's such a silly term. I think everybody is an empath. If you're not a psychopath, you're bound to feel sad for the people in your life when they go through troubles of their own. It's not to say that you can fix their problems, because everybody got to face their own life challenges. You can't really solve another person's problem. You can only let them know that you are there for them, and that's all I can really do, to be there for my friends and the people I love. I can't really help them much other than just to be there and to let them know that they're not alone. That's basically all I can do for them, really. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling kind of down, because I just think about my sister's ex-boyfriend, whom I thought of as a brother, and then No, I remember playing video games with him, you know, going to his house, playing video games with him, hanging out with him. You know, even when my sister's not there, I hung out with him. And then they broke up, and then it's just like, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go home now. I gotta talk to my girlfriend. I miss her. You know, I feel accepted. You know, her mom is talking to me. Her nieces are talking to me. Like, they're calling me uncle, and I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I feel old, yes, but I feel like I'm a part of her family, and that's a big thing to me. Family is very big for me. But that's just me. That's how I was brought up, and that's why I'm feeling this way. It's not the same for everybody, and I don't claim that this way of living is the right way and the only way of living, and that I'm better than you or anything like that. No, I'm just saying, like, it makes me feel happy because it conforms with my worldview about family, about relationships, how I should live my life and how I should treat the people in my life. I want to keep them around. I want to be close to the people that I choose to be friend. You know, I want to keep them close. I don't want, you know, to have to part ways with people. I don't know, man. I like to have connections with people, and I want to be a family man. I want to be a father. And I want commitment, you know. Attraction is only fleeting. After the initial stage of being in love, that's when you got to make a conscious effort to want to be with this person. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of just, you know, going for the hardest thing and then moving on when the desire is no longer there, and you're on to your next conquest. And I don't like playing games. You guys know that. I probably should end the video now. Anyways, hope you guys are doing well. Stay strong. God bless. And sorry for ruining the mood. Just want to let the world know how I feel, and if my girlfriend is watching this, yeah, that's how I'm feeling. If Aram is watching this, that's how I'm feeling. I feel for you, bro. If my sister's watching this, I feel for everybody. I feel for everybody. It's not your fault. It just is. That's just life, you know? Things just happen. Things just don't work out. All right. I'll talk to you soon. Love you.